Welcome to another Black Sigil Battle Report. Today we have my 2,000 points of Dwarfen Mountain Holds going against Gavin's 2,000 points of Orcs and Goblin Tribes.
Here we go.
Gavin, how are we feeling today? Welcome to the channel. It's your first time on.
It is my first time on.
Are you excited to be here? You ready to throw down some dice in this ancestral feud that we have going on between the Dwarves and the Orcs and Goblins?
I'm going to cut off all their beards.
Wow, that's aggressive. That is super aggressive. Well, here we are. We are all deployed, and we're going to go through each list here in a second. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on this video here. It really helps me a lot with the analytics and also lets me know if you guys are liking what you're seeing. So let's get right into it. Let's take a look at the Orcs and Goblins.
All right, so here we have the Orc War Boys. They are biggins. They have the banner of the butchery. In here, we also have the champion. He is a Black Orc War Boss. He has the Paymaster's Coin, the Battle Axe of the Last Big Waw. Next, we have our Mangler Squig. Beside him, we have our Night Goblin War Boss. He's riding a giant cave squig, Talisman of Protection, and he has the Dead Art armor. We then go on to our 30 contingent of Night Goblins. In there, we also have the Odd Knob. He has the Staff of Badoom. He took Waw Magic. Beside that...
what spells do you have with him?
Oh, what spells? We have... Here we go. Foot, Bad Moon, and Itchy Nuisance. Next, we have Black Orcs. They have additional hand weapons, and they have the Razor Standard. We then go on to our Gigante, our giant boy, just regular giant boy. The next we have 15 Goblin Wolf Riders. They have the Poison Banner, and behind we have a Orc Chariot, and he has Frenzy.
Perfect, and that's going to be 2,000 points of Orc and Goblin Tribes. Now, for the Dwarfen Mountain Holds, we have on the far left, we have a unit of 20 Longbeards with full command, great weapons, and shields. In that unit is also going to be the Rune Lord. He has the Rune of Spellbreaking, Master Rune of Grommel, so they have a 2-up armor save, and 2 Runes of Shielding for a 5-up ward. Next to them, we do have a unit of 5 Iron Drakes with the champion upgrade with the Trollhammer Torpedo. 19 Iron Breakers. They have full command. The Cinderblast Bombs on the champion, as well as the Master Rune Hesitation on the Standard Bearer. Also in this unit is going to be my King. The King has a Rune of Parrying, which gives a -1 to be hit. Rune of Might, and a Rune of Fear, which can be +1 attack, +1 strength. Followed by 3 Runes of Shielding for a 4-up ward save, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. Then we have 5 Iron Drakes, again with the Trollhammer Torpedo. I believe, actually I think this one has 5, actually has 6 in it. Then beside them, 20 Dwarf Warriors, just hand weapon shield, full command, pretty bare bones, just to kind of hopefully hold off a charge or 2. Then we have the Artillery, Organ Gun, 2 cannons. One cannon has just 1 Rune of Forging, the other one has a Rune of Forging and a Rune of Reloading. There is also an Engineer there as well, just to help out with the Organ Gun. And that's going to be 2,000 points of Dwarfen Mountain Holds. The battle lines have been drawn.
The boys are ready.
The dwarves are ready to scratch a few grudges out of the big book. Gavin. Okay, so I did finish deploying first. That means I get a +1 on the dice roll. Let's see who gets first turn. Ooh, that is definitely going to be an Orcs and Goblins.
We will go first.
Turn 1. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1 command phase. Gavin, do we have anything going on in the command phase?
We do not. Itchy Nuisance is too far. Bad Moon's too far. So we're just going to go to the next step, which would be rallying. Nothing's rallying right now. And then the next step is...
So we're going right into the movement phase after that then?
Yes.
Okay, so any charges to declare in the movement phase?
No charges, but I have 2 random movers. We're going to go Mangler Squig first.
For the compulsory move. So he's going to be able to move 7 inches.
And then we're going to do the boss on the squig.
Sounds good. And he's going to be going 9 inches. So what we're going to do is we'll get you to move all your stuff for the compulsory and remaining move phase, and we will be back once everything's moved to show you where it ends up. The Orcs and Goblins have completed their movement. Gavin, why don't you run us through, starting on your left, of what happened?
All right, so we moved the boar boys up their backs. They marched. They're trying to get as close as they can to those warriors and try to get that rune lord out of the way quick. With those random movers, we moved up as much as we could. Trying the Mangler Squig and the Goblin Boss. We still want to cast some magic, so we only walked. We didn't march with our Goblin or our Night Goblin Horde. Our big boys did march. They're wanting to get up as quick as they can. And then we moved as far as we could on the right side with the giant, with the with the Goblin Wolf Riders, and with the chariot, trying to get into that in artillery as quickly as possible.
Perfect. Okay, so movement's now done. We're going on into the shooting phase.
Okay.
What are we doing first?
So first, we're going to cast Foot of Gork.
Ooh, okay.
All right, casting on an 8. Where is our sigil box? That goes off.
That definitely goes off.
With a 15.
I'm going to let it go because I believe I'm going to be out of 18 inches for my Rune Lord here. So the Staff of Badoom actually adds plus D3, so we're going to roll that right now. So we're going to add an extra 1. I'm still out of 18 inches range for my Dispel, so you can have it.
All right.
And the foot is going to be able to cast 15 inches.
From there. So there is where the foot is going to go.
Perfect. Why don't you grab that beautiful template? The foot of the smelly foot of Gork.
Stompy stomp.
All right, so that's where that is. Anything else to do in the shooting phase?
I'm done with my shooting as they march and they cannot shoot this turn. And yes, that is the end of my turn.
All right, so nothing in the combat phase because we are non-combat. So that will be the end of Orc and Goblin turn 1. Now on to Dwarves. Turn 1. So command phase for the Dwarves. The first thing we have to do is move the Foot of Gork. So let's see where this is going to go. It's going to stay exactly where it is. Not terrible. No, that's kind of terrifying. I have that big foot there. In the command phase, I do not have any spells because I don't have a Anvil of Doom or anything. So we'll go right on to the movement phase where I do not have any charges to declare. Right into the remaining moves where I'm going to show you where everything ends up. So I lied. In the command phase, I am actually going to try and fate this foot out. What's the casting cost on it?
The casting cost is an 8.
So I got to show a 9 on these dice. We do not, so the foot remains. The dwarves have shambled forward a little bit. So we ended up moving our long beards just a little bit in the forest there, hopefully to receive that charge. And maybe he'll fumble through the difficult terrain there. My center with the Iron Drakes and the Iron Breakers just moved up a little bit. Changed the arc on these guys a little bit to have him in the Champion's line of sight for the Trollhammer Torpedo. And just bumped up the Warriors a little bit to see maybe these Goblins may fail impetuous and have to charge in. Who knows? We'll see. So we're going to go right on into the shooting phase now. So we do have a bunch to do here. The first thing we're going to do is try launching a couple torpedoes and whatnot. We're going to try to take out the giant quickly. So I'll do this unit of 5 Iron Drakes first. So I am long range. Plus skill is 4. Normally hitting on 3 is going to be hitting on 4s. That's going to be 2 hits. These are strength 5 against toughness 6 of the giant, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so 5s to wound. We have our first wound on the giant. It is -1 AP.
He has light armor, so it is straight to a wound.
And now we're going to do the torpedo. The torpedo hits. It is strength 8 for the torpedo.
Toughness 6.
So 2 to wound. So it wounds and does D3 wounds. Just 1 single wound.
So now we're down to 4 wounds remaining.
We're going to do the same thing from over here. So I only have 2 of them that are actually in range for the Drake guns. So we're going to fire those first. That's no hits there. And now the torpedo. A torpedo misses as well. Now for the artillery barrage. Hope to do more damage with the iron drakes on the giant there, but that's okay. So we're gonna do 10 from the back. This cannon here, who has just the rune of reforging, is gonna go 10 from the back of the giant. So it lands directly on him, and then it's gonna keep going through, but it's not gonna hit anything. So 2 to wound. It wounds. D3 wounds. 2 wounds to the giant.
We're down to 2 wounds.
And we're going to do our last cannon here is going to go into him as well, 10 from the back. 6. See if it rips through. It does. So it's going to go 12 total. It rips right through him. That's a wound. Oh, a single wound to him only. He's still alive.
1 remaining.
I think I still have 1 more round of shooting to go against him, so I think I'm okay there. I'm going to direct. Now my orn gun is going to go into those black orcs and see if we can soften them up a little bit. First volley. That's the wrong one. First volley. We have a 4. Plus 10, 14 shots. So my engineer is right next to it, so it's going to use his rerolls of 1s. So this is going to be a 5+ hit because I am long range, plus skills 3. Rerolling 1s because of the engineer. So reroll those. So we've got, how many hits we got here? We got a few actually. That's not too bad at all. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. These are strength 5 against your
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. Okay, so 3's to wound. And we have 2, 4, 5 at -1. And 1 has Armor Bane. And I'll check and see if that's 1 or 2. So that is Armor Bane 2. So that means that's -3 AP. So 1 is just going to die. And then we're going to have 5 others at -1 for a 5+ save. Ooh, that hurts. So that's going to be another 5 are going to be taken out. Are they immune to panic or anything?
Do ignore panic.
Ignore panic?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So they are still frosty. So that's the end of dwarf shooting and the end of my turn because I have nothing in combat. So we're going to go on to Orc and Goblin. Turn 2. In the Orc and Goblin command phase, is there anything that's going on?
So first we got to move the foot.
Oh, that's very true.
Let's go to the right. Just a nice little sweep.
Oh, it's going right through. That's going to hurt.
A nice angle like that.
So 8. It's going 8.
8. So it goes through.
Yeah, so it's going to come stomp, 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 stomp. Just
Hitting
like that.
Both of those units.
That's it. So it's going to be D3 plus 3 here. How many hits on them? So you're looking at 5 hits on them. Strength 5. Toughness 4. So you're looking at a 3+ to wound. Oh, that's
all
not
wounds,
good. -1?
Is -1.
All right. So they do have full plate. So it's going to be going to a 5 up. I just need the champion to live. Champion and 1 other guy. So I'm going to do a quick panic test for them.
Isn't it a 5 up?
4 up by full plate. 4 up to goes up to a 5 up, so I save 1.
Okay, yes. So yeah, okay.
And then we are leadership test of a 10. He is a 10. We are frosty. So take them, and then you want to roll the other ones.
The other one.
Ooh, that's going to be
D3 plus 3. Yes.
6, yeah. So go ahead. Same thing, hitting on 3s or wounding on 3. Sorry.
6 wounds on 3s with -1 AP.
Nasty. So they are full plate, and they also have shield. So they have a 3+ going to a 4+ save. So 3 die. Very successful foot.
Yes.
All right, so that's it for there. Any spells to cast?
Nope. We're not casting any spells at the moment. We're still out of range for Itchy and for Bad Moon, and Foot is just doing what Foot is doing.
Perfect. So we're going to go right on into the movement phase. Any charges to declare?
We have 1 charge. We're going to attempt to charge with the boys.
Okay, and how far was that charge?
It is a 13-inch charge.
Gotcha.
We also had to do Impetuosity.
Impetuous, yep. They are under your control. No
They're
worries.
Under my control. No worries.
All right, so let's roll this charge up then and see what happens. So you are in the forest and you're taking the lowest die here. So a 1 is definitely going to, even with Swiss Stride, as still a fail.
So that's a 12.
Yep.
So then they have Warband.
They do, so they get a reroll. That's better with a 3 there and a 5. So I believe they should be in then.
8 plus 6 is
it's 14.
14. So they are
just
in.
throw tape on it real quick.
They are in.
So it's just in. So unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of your attacks aren't going to be lining up properly because you don't have any room to maneuver. But yeah, let's move them in. Perfect. And next up, we have your compulsory moves. So let's roll those up, and then we'll do all your compulsory and remaining moves in the same go.
We're going to do Mangler first.
He's going. He's going 16 inches. And then roll the next guy up real quick. And he's going 13. These guys are trucking. Okay.
They're ready to go.
So we will move everything, and when we come back, you'll see where they end up. All right, so we have one more charge to do. He is going to charge that giant into the warriors. Let's see if it makes it.
I need a 6.
He's in. He's coming in. That is actually, I do have to do a
fear.
Terror
check. Yes.
8. We're good.
So he lands right about there.
Okay.
With 1 remaining wound.
Orcs and Goblins finished their movement phase. Gavin, why don't you tell me what happened?
So we made our charges.
Yep.
We went in with the Boar Boys. Unfortunately, only half made it in to combat contact, so it's going to be a little bit dicey there. We have our giant who rolled a nice, beautiful 6, got in. He's ready to do some damage over there. And then everyone just moved up a safe amount.
Sure.
To be ready for next turn's charges.
Okay. Going on into the shooting phase. What are we starting with?
So we're going to shoot into your artillery.
Sure. Which one are you shooting at?
We're going to shoot at your cannon on the right.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay. Have at it.
All right. So we need 15 shots.
15 shots going in. Any 6s are poisoned. We do have 3 poisons. Oh, that could be enough to kill it. Also, you are looking at a 5 to hit then?
Yes.
Yes. So any 5s are hits.
Yes.
So roll those up. You need 6s here again. No. So 3 poisons. I just need 1 6. They do have light armor. Let's see if we can roll 1 6. We do not. The cannon goes down.
Good old
Goodbye,
goblins.
cannon. So that is the end of the shooting phase. We are now going to go on into the combat phase. We do have 2. Which one do you want to do first?
I'm going to do our giant
Okay,
first.
The giant. Let's see what his attacks are. 5. 5 is a thump with club.
So not the greatest, but
All
I
right.
will target the champion.
Of course. See if you can crack his skull open.
Strength 6.
That's a wound. So that is 1 dead dwarf champion. However, I do get to fight back. So I will get 5 attacks returning. Weapon skill is 4 against weapon skill
3.
So 3's to hit. That's 2 hits. I just need one of these to be a 6. Let's go. No 6. So now you get your stomps. 2 stomps. 1 wound because he rolled a 1. So I am a 6 up save here because mine's 2 AP. So I take another 1. So that's going to be 2. So you have dealt 2 wounds. You have a closed order. I have a closed order, 2 ranks, a banner, and that's it. So I actually end up winning combat by 1. You're unbreakable.
Yes,
You're not.
I'm
So you're just going to give
unbreakable.
ground 2 inches. So you're just going to pop back 1, 2, basically to there. And I am going to test to restrain because it is my turn next. We do. My general is right there, so we're good. And they are just going to end up going like that. On to this combat. So I have great weapons and you charge, so you're definitely going first.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you have a bunch that are only going to be getting one attack because you're not in base contact. So essentially it's going to be everyone that's this guy and over is going to be one attack, but these three are going to get their full attacks.
And because the champion is in there, I get an extra attack. So I have 7 attacks.
With the regular guys, and then your character, that doesn't count. No drop dice.
No drop dice. It would be nice. Weapon skill of 4.
I'm weapon skill 5, so it's still
3.
4 is to hit.
Still 4 is to hit.
2 hits.
And then for the remaining...
Well, I finish it up first for you because these have AP 1 and whatnot. So 3s to wound because I'm toughness 4. So that's going to be 2 at -1. That gives me a 6 up armor save. Nope, so 2 Longbeards go down.
And the remaining additional attacks. Better.
So 3 hits. Again, 3s to wound. 3. Save 1, so 2 more die.
Then we have our pigs. And only 3 get to attack.
Okay, so we ended up just rolling his character in here. It was only 1 attack. It didn't really make a difference, or maybe a minor difference, but he still killed a bunch of models. He would only gotten 1 attack. So we're going around to the pigs now. So the pigs that are in combat are going to attack. It's 3 hits. Now 4s to wound, because you're strength 4 in the charge with them.
They're biggins though, so strength 5.
3s to wound on the pigs.
Big boys.
So 2 at -1, so 6s. Save 1, 1 more dice. All right, so I do get the counterattack now. You killed 5. I am 8 wide with the character, so that's going to be 7 attacks back. And my champion is not in there, so it's going to be 2 models and then 1 for the character. Weapon skill 5, I am going to be hitting on 3s, and I do hate you because you are an orc.
You do.
2 hits. These are great weapons. So it's going to be 2 wounds at -2 there.
3 up. 1 save.
1 dies, and then we're going to go into the character who hits, who wounds again with a great weapon at -2. So another 1 dies. So you've killed 5. I killed 2. You have a banner and a close order. I have a banner, a close order, a rank. So you win combat by 2. That's an 8. Leadership is 10 from the general. So I am only going to be giving ground here. What will you be doing?
I will be following up.
So 2. And you're going to follow up. So he's going to close that gap. Just like that. So that's the end of the combat phase. We did forget here that because they go into the forest, they have to take... Well, just the Mangler has to do one.
Just the Mangler.
So it has to do a dangerous terrain test because he does not like the woods. It's a 4. He's fine. That's the end of Orc and Goblin. Turn 2. On to the Dwarves. Dwarf turn 2 command phase. The first thing we have to do is move the foot. Let's see if we can do some more damage here again. It does. It comes right back. So it's going to go 7 inches right back.
So just onto the other side.
Okay.
Bounces through.
So it's going to go there. Do your damage.
D3 plus 3.
Yep. 6. The foot is the show right now. So 3's the wound because I'm T4. We are looking at another 5 wounds. Oh my gosh. Will this pain ever end? So 3 up goes up to a 4 up.
Big old stinky foot.
Ooh, that's 4 dead. And that is not enough for a panic yet. Okay, so again, no spells or anything to do. So we're going to go right into... Oh, sorry, I am going to try and... I am within range of his caster now. So I do get a +2 this roll to try and dispel it. The foot remains. Did not get it. On to the movement phase. So he is in combat. He can't actually dispel, but we'll call it as a fated. Still failed. Doesn't matter. So on into the move phase. I only have one charge. We're going to be charging these guys, these warriors, into the goblins. What will you be doing as a reaction?
What is your movement?
My movement's 3.
So am I far enough to fire and flee? I am not, but we are going to flee from you.
You're going to flee?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll it up, and I will roll my charge. Are you Swiss striding?
So
you have to make that decision now before you roll.
I am going to Swiss stride.
Okay, so you're going to take the highest die here. So a 2, and then Swiss stride, 3. So you're going 5 inches.
-1, 4, because we're going through the forest.
No, just 5 inches.
Oh, because they move, yeah.
And then I am going to roll my charge
Which
now.
then bounces me back through.
And I'm going to be going, so I'm going to be going 8 inches forward.
Because they have
Feign flight.
Feign flight, they recover and return.
Perfect.
To...
Can you just throw me a tape right here? So
8
inches. So I'm going to be going up to there. Okay, so that's where they end up. That's going to be for charges. On to remaining moves. And when we come back, I'll show you where everything ends up. All right, so coming back, this is where everything moves up. Not too much because this giant sticky foot is right in the way, and I don't want to move through it. So I'm really hoping on your turn it goes that way. But you've been very lucky so far. They're still locked in combat. These guys are turned because they're probably going to throw a couple shots that way. The warriors ended up moving up here, as you saw, and we have, hopefully, with some artillery, luck. Both those units won't be there in a second. All right, on to the shooting phase. So let's start. We are going to do 10 from the back of the chariot with the cannon. So literally right in front of the...
So the giant will be getting hit unless...
Maybe.
Unless...
So misfire. I am going to use the Rune of Reforging. Rune of Forging, sorry, to roll that again. So we have a 4. So it goes over the giant. And rips through that and 6 inches past that point.
So that goes to the back. So the chariot is hit.
So chariot is wounded on 2. No!
It's not wounded.
Unfortunate. All right, what do we want to do here now? I think we are going to shoot... We're going to shoot these at the chariot. So that is going to be 4 shots there, plus 1 for the Trollhammer torpedo. So we didn't move. Can you just throw a tape on that real quick? I think I'm going to be long range on these. Yep, long range. So hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Strength is 5 against toughness 5. So 4s to wound. Oh, 3 1s. Oh no, this is all going terrible. Torpedo. Torpedo hits. Torpedo wounds at -3 AP. I don't think you even get a save on that.
I don't get a save on that.
So D3. 2 wounds to the chariot. And as much as I don't want to do this, I am going to end up shooting the organ gun into... Do I want to go to the giant? Yes, we're going to just take care of the giant here. 10 shots. 18 shots. I think this giant is about to go down. So we are not long range or anything, so we are hitting right on 2 force and rerolling 1s for the engineer. A couple more that I got to toss in here. So hit.
And you had extra.
Yeah, 1 was a
Sorry, reaching. Those are rerolls.
2 rerolls. Let's reroll those. Another hit there. And then we are strength 5, so 5s to wound. All I need is 1 here. And the giant topples over. He is dead. That will, however, cause a panic. Oh, the chariot's frenzied, so he doesn't need to worry about that. Over to this shooting over here. We are going to be shooting at... We're going to try and take out that goblin boss. Let's try to do it.
All right.
Trollhammer torpedo, normally hitting on 2s, but -1 for movement, -1 for in the force. So we are going to be hitting on 4s. Torpedo hits, and we're going to roll the other weapon as well. That misses. 2+. Wounds. How many wounds does he have?
He has 4.
Okay, I can't possibly kill him here. but we can take him down 3. So he is down to 1 wound left. And that's it of dwarf shooting. So he actually has a 6-up save with all of his armor. Just 1 shot. Only 1.
Oh, yes.
This multi-wound. So 1. Didn't matter. It all goes through. But everything is right. And a talisman of protection. Still, everything is right. In the dwarf combat phase, we only have the 1 to do. So we're going to do it here. I have a great weapon, and I'm a dwarf, so he's going to go first.
So first we're going to do the 6 attacks without the Black Orc boss.
So you are going to be hitting on 4s.
So 3.
Okay. Now strength 4, toughness 4. So 4 plus. 1 wound there. So I do a 5-up save. Oh, sorry, 6-up save because -1 for the spear. So 1 dies.
And then this is for the Black Orc boss.
That's a hit. And that's a wound. -2 AP on that, right?
-2 AP.
So another 1 dies. And then your piggies.
Again, we get 3.
2 hits. And then 2 wounds. Although there is no AP on this. This is a 5-up save. 1 save, so 1 more dies. So you killed 3. That means that I'm going to be having 4 long beard attacks back. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits.
Do they...
I don't get hatred anymore
hatred,
because this is not the first round. And then 2s to wound. So that's 3 at -2.
5 ups. 2 saved,
yep.
1 dies.
And then 1 for my character. Hits. No wound. Okay, so you did 3 wounds to me. Close order. Banner. I did 1 wound. Rank. Banner. Close order. So you win by 1. We're frosty. We are only going to give ground again. And what are you doing?
They will follow up, continue that combat.
This is not going very well for the dwarves so far. That is the end of turn 2. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3 command phase. Let's see if this foot can do any more work. It stays right where it is. Still blocking. I can't do anything without having to take some damage going through it. All right, so any spells to cast?
We will dispel Foot.
Foot of Gork is going away. Goodbye, Foot. I'm sure we will see it again very shortly.
Probably.
Right.
We are going to cast Here We Go.
Okay.
It goes off with a... Is that cocked?
That's
too
cocked.
much?
That's
Okay.
pretty cocked.
It goes off with a 14.
No, you can have it.
So it goes off, and anyone within 7 inches, including the Black Orcs, gets a +3
Plus D3.
D3 to their charge.
Perfect.
We will also... That's it for casting.
So that's going to be it in the command phase. Now on to movement. What charges do you have to declare?
We have to declare the Orc Chariot going into the
Iron Drakes?
Iron Drakes.
Ooh, they're going to stand and shoot.
Okay.
Let's figure that out now. So that's going to be 4 shots from the normal shots there. So I am dwarf crafted, so I don't get a -1 for standing and shooting. And range does not matter because we wait for you to get as close as we can. So we're hitting on 3s. That's going to be 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness 5, 4 plus. 2 wounds, 1 at -2, I believe, and 1 at -1. So which one are you doing first?
-1.
Okay. That's a save.
-2.
That's a wound. Then we are going to do the Trollhammer Torpedo.
I need a 1 here.
That's a hit.
It's not a 1.
That's a wound. It's -3. So it goes right through and absolutely detonates onto the chariot. Boom.
All right.
Any other charges?
Not what I wanted. Our Black Orcs are going to charge into your hammers?
Iron Breakers.
Iron Breakers.
Sounds good. They are also going to stand and shoot.
Okay.
So they have Cinder Blast bombs.
Oh yes.
So it's low chance of hitting. I need a I think I need a 5 here to hit. Naturally, we get it. So each hit. So this now is translates into D6 plus 1 hits for Cinder Blast bombs. So we have a 5. All right. So these are Strength 5 against Toughness 4 with an AP of 1. So 3s to wound. We have 3 at -1. Your full plate goes down to a 5-up save. You save 1. So 2. So we have to put that separately because that is going to count towards combat res. And now you can complete your charge. So you're going to go 4, 8 plus D3, 9 inches. I don't think that's going to make it, unfortunately. Or maybe it will. Are you in? You're in. Let's get in there to combat. So you have to go straight forward. You won't be able to maneuver or anything, unfortunately. So you're gonna have a couple that may be out. Perfect. Is that it for all your charges?
No. Now we have to move our random movers.
Well, we have compulsory. Yep. So which one first?
We're gonna go Mangler Squig.
He's going
8.
8 inches. 7 because you're in the forest.
I have to move some trees.
Yeah, move these trees out of the way to make it a little bit easier. 7 puts you short.
By a hair.
By a hair. And you have to do a test as well. He's fine. He cares not. So he'll have to stay just 1 inch out just because you can't be within 1 inch. And then this guy, he's going in. Perfect. Now you're going to go on to your remaining moves. So we'll let you do that. When you come back, we'll see where everything ends up.
We do need to do an impetuous check.
Yep. So let's see on a 1 to 3, see if they have to charge. They have to charge in. Oh, this is what the dwarves wanted. All right. So they can't fail. So they're just going to move in. Anything that's not in the front rank. No. So you stack them up basically. So you're maximized with me. And then the guys in the back have to filter in the back. That's how skirmishers work. So you'd go like this, and then that rank would end up going behind. So you only get those for your attacks.
All right. So that changes a little bit. I have to move these guys up. They're 4.
We'll just show you what this movement. That's pretty much the only other movement that's going to be happening here right now.
Yes. And then...
And that's going to be it for movement. So we're going to be now going on to the shooting phase. What do we have?
Casting Foot of
No
Force.
kidding. I am shocked.
And we will add a D3 to this with the Staff of Badoom. It goes off with a
lot. I'm just going
to... 12, 16.
I already tried fading it, I believe.
No, nothing
No, I didn't
yet.
try fading yet. Yeah, I'm going to try fate this, see what happens. Maybe double 6s. Oh, that was close. But no. So we're going to do a little bit of a rewind here. He wasn't happy. He was trying to put it in here. It wasn't going to fit. So he just said, never mind, I don't want to cast it. And that's perfectly fine. So is that it for your shooting phase?
That is it for shooting.
On to combat. What are we doing first?
So first we are going to do the big boss impact hits with the...
So we're doing this combat here first then?
Yes, we're going to do that combat
Sounds
first.
good. So impact hits right here. Let's see how many this giant cave squig does. It does 2 impact hits at strength of what? 5 or something on number 4?
Strength of 5.
Okay, so toughness 4, 3+. 1 wound. No AP on this. So we have a 5-up save. No, I take 1 with the charge.
All right, so then he gets 5 attacks. From the boss, he is weapon skill of 5.
Okay, weapon skill of 5 as well. Are you putting it into the character or it's all going to the unit?
I'll put it into the unit.
Okay, so weapon skill 5 versus 5 is 4+. 1. Strength of
5, because he has the spear.
Perfect. Toughness 4, 3+. No wounds. Crazy. Now we're going to go over here to your...
We're going to do the cave squig.
Yep.
He has 3 attacks. Weapon skill 4.
Weapon skill 5, so 4 is the hit. That's one's cocked. Reroll that. Ooh, only 2 hits.
Strength.
Oh, 1 hit. No, 1 hit,
Strength
sorry.
of 5.
Toughness of 4. So that's a wound. Ooh, is that a
Negative.
killing blow?
It is.
Yes. So he just gobbles one up. Boom. That's 2 dead so far.
So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks.
Yep.
5 attacks because he is.
Champion?
Nope. Champion's here.
Okay.
He is the boss, but we're going to do that after.
Yes, that's right. So,
5 attacks.
hitting on 4s. No. 1 hit. 1 wound, though. 6 up. Nope. Another one dies.
Now we're going to do the Orc Big Boss. Weapon skill of 7.
I'm 5, so you need a 3.
Okay, now we're going to do pigs.
Yep.
3 pigs.
4 pigs.
4 pigs.
2 hits. And no wounds there. Oh, that is not a round of combat you wanted to have.
No.
All right, so you killed 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do 3 going to them. And I believe these 2, because they're in base contact, have to go there. So these 3 are going that way. Hitting on 3s. Yeah. 1 hit. 1 wound at -2. Reroll. That's cocked. Saved. Then we're going to go into this guy. So you will get the full attacks of the Rune guy, the Rune Lord. And he takes 2 wounds at -2.
All right, so he is heavy armor plus a armored hide.
Just roll. See if it matters. If you roll 1 low die here, he's dead. Goodbye. And technically, because these guys would have went at the same time, he would have had to strike there, so that's the end. So you dealt 3. You have a closed order and a banner. I did a wound. I have a closed order. I have a banner. You win by 2. Still within 12 of my general. 7, we're good, so we're just giving ground yet once again. What are you doing?
I'm going to follow up.
Okay. Like that. Over here, which one do you want to do next?
We are going to do the Black Orcs.
The Black Orcs now. So how many attacks? You got a lot of attacks coming
13 attacks coming in.
That's a lot. Let's see if you can slice and dice some Ironbreak. It's going to be tough because they are heavy armor. You don't have much of an armor piercing. So the Banner of Hesitation came in. So he does not get Furious Charge because of Banner of Hesitation. Just want to mention that. But he still gets all the attacks we said. It's a lot because he has additional.
And we also
weapons.
have Razor Standard, so we get an extra AP.
Oh, you get. It's Armor Bane, is it not?
Oh, is it Armor Bane?
Yeah, Armor Bane
2. So we need 6s.
You do. So hitting on 4s right now. So we have how many hits there?
6.
6 hits? Okay, now we're going to be going on to wounding. So I am T4, you're Strength 4, so 4 plus. Any 6 here is -2 AP. So 3 wounds total. 2 at no AP and 2 at -2.
1 reroll because it was a 1.
Choppa?
Yep.
Oh, good. Into Armor Bane. Nice. So 2 is going to be at -2. So those are going to be on a 5 plus, and the other 2 are going to be on their full save of 3 plus. So 5 plus. Save both.
God.
Save both. The Iron Breakers. And then these ones are on 3s. Everything saves. This is what they're here for. They're there to hold the line. Okay, now I get to swing back. So my Iron Breakers, that's going to be, and my Kings in there as well. So there's going to be 6 attacks with the Iron Breakers because the champion. So weapon skill is 5 versus, what is yours, 4?
4, yes.
Okay, so 3s. 5 hits, and now strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 3 plus. Or 4 plus, sorry. Only 2 at -1 because I do have Gromwell weapons. So 4 goes to a 5 up.
Save
2
both.
saves. All right, now we're going to go into the King. The King has, I want to say it's 4 attacks. Maybe it's 3. It's 4 attacks, but he also has the Rune of Fury, so that's going to be +1 attacks. So that's 5 attacks. I also just realized that I have Hatred. I should have re-rolled. I missed it. We're not going back. So here we go. 3s. Oh, those all hit. He does have a grow weapon, so this is 2s. Oh, wow. So 2 at -2.
So 6 ups.
Saves another one. Wow. Okay, so altogether, I did 3 combat res in damage. I have a banner. I have a rank. I have a closed order. You did no damage to me. You have a closed order and a banner. So I win combat. Any special banners in this unit?
No.
Okay, so I win combat by 4. I don't double outnumber you. 9.
Their leadership is 8.
And are you within 12 here? Throw tape on that. See if you're within 12. No, that's a break. That's a full-on break. We are going to be. Oh, Ryan, you can. No, so that's. Oh, you're stubborn, right?
I do have stubborn. Yes.
So you can just fall back in good order then.
Then yes, I will be falling back in good order.
Okay, roll. I'm still going to be following up. So you're going 6. I am going. Oh, get that dirty orc dice out of here.
Why'd you take my dirty orc dice?
And I'm going to match up with you. Whoa, that feels. Was that only 6?
Oh, I was 6 from the back. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, sorry about that. Wow. Nice. Okay, so that's it for that round of combat. So it's going to be my turn.
Nope,
Over
now
here,
we
I
go
lied.
over here.
I forgot this one. You are going to be first.
So 8 attacks.
Sounds good. I am weapon skill 4. What is your weapon skill?
Weapon skill 3.
Okay, so 4 is the hit. You got a hit here.
Not
You do the spider banners. Those
Poison.
6s are poison.
Yep.
And you're going to be strength 4 against toughness 4 because you have spears. So 4 wounds at -1. So I have a heavy armor and shield, so that's a 4+ going to 5+. Save 2. So 2 die.
Then the wolves go.
Yes, they do.
7. Nowhere near as nice. 1.
And then 5's to wound. Nothing. So I will get to attack back now with 4 attacks. No, you killed my champion. Oh, yeah, still 4 attacks. I was thinking my champion was in for 5 attacks. So 4 attacks, weapon skill. 4 versus 3 is 3s. Rerolling because I hate you.
I also hate you. Oh, no.
Only for night goblins. So 3 hits. Rerolling. That's a hit. Only strength 3, though. So wounding on 4s. 1 wound. Full armor save. Do you have a light armor and shield?
Light armor.
So that's a 1 dead gobbo. So you did 2 to me. Do you have a banner?
I do.
Yeah, that's right. It's spider banner. So you have 3 combat res total. I did a wound. I have a rank. I have a close order, and I have a banner. So I win combat by 1. Let's see what happens here. Your leadership is probably not 8.
It's 7.
So that is
not 6.
That's a break test for you.
It is 6.
I am going to test to restrain.
Okay.
I have to go because I'm more than 12 inches out of there.
All right. I am Swift striding.
Okay, 3 dice altogether. Oh. Okay, this could actually be pretty good. Can these dwarf short legs catch them? He only rolled a 6. They catch them and run down the quick wolf riders. My goodness. So can you just put a tape real quick?
For 6 from
For
the front.
6, yeah. So we're going to go right like that. Perfect. I am now going to test to see if I can reform them. 9. Their leadership is 9 base. So they are going to whip around like this. See if we can get them back in the combat. That was unexpected to catch those wolf riders.
Yes.
All right, so that is all the combat done. We are have now completed Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Dwarf turn 3, command phase. Yet once again, I have absolutely nothing to do. However, the sneaky Orc and Goblin player across the table from me has decided to release the Fanatics. So there were 3 Fanatics hiding in this unit that were getting ready to pounce. Now I'm a little bit concerned because this could hurt quite a bit, but let's hope for low dice rolls. Let's hope for doubles. Let's see what happens. But first, we're going to go into my movement phase. So do I have any charges to declare? I do not have any charges. So we go on into what's now the compulsory move phase, where these things now move. So which one are we doing first?
We're going to do from top to bottom.
Okay. So this guy first, he's going to move and 9 inches.
And what direction we are going in is straight across.
So he's going to ding, ding, ding all the way through, right like that. Okay, next one, this guy here. He rolled a 6.
We're going to go straight across because that gets us into the unit.
Yep, so he's going to ding right through over to here.
We are going to take 1 towards our Black Orcs, but we need to get it into that unit to do some damage.
Oh, he's gambling. 8 inches.
So it goes in. It hits the unit because that is 7.
Yeah, so put 8 all the way out because I think you may be a little bit more than just bouncing through the unit. Oh, pretty much not. So you're just going to be here, ding through your own guys. Interesting play. All right. So, you know what? Let's just do my unit first. That's 3d6, strength 5 hits. So that's going to be 12 strength 5 hits. This could gut the unit. So strength 5 versus toughness of 4, so 3s. And this is AP 3?
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to hurt. So let's see here. So that's going to be...
3 does not count, correct?
3 is wound.
Oh, 3. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Any armor bane on this?
No. It's just the -3.
6, 8. So 2, 4, 6, 7. We're going with 8. Get the right die. That would help. So these are -3. So I now have a 6-up save followed by a 6-up ward save on these because these are not magical attacks. So 6-up. We save 1. Now for the ward save. This is going to come up really big here. I can feel it. It comes up with 2 more. That's okay. We're going to say that's... You know what? That was cocked.
Yep.
Well,
yep, it was cocked.
It was cocked. So that's 4. So 4 eat it. You know what? That could have been a heck of a lot worse for me. So I am happy with that.
I suffer 5.
Okay. This is going to be far worse for you because there won't be a save here on any 3. Ooh, so 4 Black Orcs get crushed. Was that trade worth it?
No.
No. Well, it hurt me a lot because these guys are worth a lot of points. I think that kind of solidified this combat, unfortunately, for the Iron Breakers. Okay, now we're going to go back on into remaining moves, and I will show you where my forces end up. All right, so here's where everything ended up. So we have not really too much, actually, because everything's in combat. We do have the Iron Drakes over here. Just did a reform to get ready to shoot at that Mangler, because if I don't take that Mangler down, we may be in trouble on this right flank over here. I did end up marching these warriors up. They didn't know what happened here. They didn't realize that Fanatics got released, so they're about to potentially get a nice warm welcome by them. Pivoted the war machines because we, like I said, we really need to take out that Mangler over there. So that's going to be it for my move phase. We are going to go right into shooting. So let's do this. These guys here are going to be shooting right there. So I got 1 Iron Drake with his main weapon. There you go. He hits. What's your toughness on the Mangler?
5.
Strength 5. So 4 is the wound. That is a wound with a bunch of armor bane negative. I believe it's -2.
He has
just heavy armor.
Yeah.
So he takes a wound. Now the torpedo. That's a hit. Just -1 for the forest. So he's a 2. Normally did not move. That's a wound with -3.
Okay.
So no armor there, and you take 3 wounds.
And he is gone.
The torpedo. These things are ridiculously good. Okay, now what am I going to shoot at?
The night goblins?
These things... Can you throw tape on that for me? I'm just not sure if I'm close enough or too far away. I'm 24 inches, so I can shoot a torpedo at it, but that's the one that's going to be in range. Torpedo, so -1 for movement, -1 for long range. We are hitting on 4s. That's a hit. That's a wound. One goblin just gets absolutely pasted by a torpedo. Cannonball. 10 from the back of that corner, or wherever they can see, so it'll be 10 from the back over there. Let's see how we do. Look at that shot right there. So 2 inches from the back of it. So a hit lands on that guy and rips through. So I get 2 goblins max here. That's 1 dead goblin. 1 takes a cannonball like a champ, apparently, though. And do me a favor, just throw tape on this to there. I want to make sure that we are in range. 30-inch range. Yep. We are in. So that's going to be a -1 and -1, I guess. Yep. So here we go. First volley. 2 shots. Second volley. 8 shots. We got 10 shots firing at -1. So they're going to be hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s for the engineer. And that's going to be 2 re-rolls. Let's see if I can convert anything here. I do not. Strength 5. That's going to be 2s. It's going to be... they have a light armor and shield?
Light armor.
Cocked.
Or sorry, no, just shield.
Just shield, so that's going to be 2 dead.
Snake goblins can't have light armor.
And that's going to be the end of my shooting phase. On to combat. Okay, so we're going to do this combat here first. You have higher initiative because I'm just a dwarf. So go ahead and do your attacks.
So we get 11 attacks going in.
Mm-hmm. Weapon skill 4 versus weapon skill 5. You are on a 4+. Ooh, that's a good hit. Perfect. And then strength 4, toughness 4. You're looking at 4s again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
6 wounds. Yeah, so because of the Razor standard, that's going to be that 6 that you hit on. It's going to be -2 armor bane. Or -2 AP, sorry. And then the other 5 are going to be straight armor save. So we'll do the armor bane first. I do a 3-up save. That goes up to a 5+ because of the armor bane. That is a fail. We'll have to roll that after. And these are going to be on 3+. Those all save. So for the armor bane, now I get a 6 ward save. Big 6. No, he finally kills one in combat. All right, so I will get 5 attacks back. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Nothing there. Now the king with his 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 2 at -2 and 1 at -3. So one guy's just going to die.
Yep.
And the 2 are going to be on 6s. That's going to be that.
So 3 are going to die.
And combat res is going to be, I killed 3. I have a banner. I have a closed order. You did 1 kill. So you do lose by 4.
And banner.
Banner, sorry, you lose by 3. And you are double outnumbered now. So this is a break test. That's a 9. That's a break. I'm going to chase you because I want to get away from this
fanatic
the fanatic area. This danger zone. So go ahead. So you're gonna go 7. I'm gonna go short dwarf legs. We're only going 4.
And we are fleeing.
So it's actually I only end up going 3, by the way, just because my short legs were resolute. So I did not get nearly as far as I wanted to. So this is 3. This guy was back here. All right, on to our next combat. All right, so let's do this combat.
So I issue a challenge with my Black Orc War Boss.
Challenge me now? All right, we're going to do this. I accept with my Rune Lord. He's not scared of you. There we go. All right, let's do, we'll do the challenge after. Let's figure out the main stuff first, and then we'll do the challenge right after. It's more epic that way at the end. So you get
5
your
attacks.
4. Yep. Hitting on 4s. Not great. Now you're pigs.
4 pigs. They came to play.
Yeah, those wound or hit, sorry, and then 1 wound. 5 up save. Nope, 1 dies. So I will get 6 guys back. Hitting on 3s. All but 1. Wounding on 2s. Great weapons. 2 at negative, or 3 at -2. Sorry.
So 5 ups.
Ooh, 2.
1 save, 2 dead.
2 go down. So that's going to be 1, and then the musician's going to go. So that's that there. Now, this glorious combat. You are first. You have, what's the axe called?
The axe is called the Battle Axe of the Last Big Wall.
And this does what?
So it gives you D6 plus D6 attack.
Yeah.
If you roll a 6, you can no longer use the plus D6 attack.
Gotcha. That's 6. Well, you
So
know what?
I get
You're getting a lot of
10
attacks here.
attacks,
Yes.
but I also strike last. So you get to go first.
I also strike last. So this is going to be at the same time. So even if you kill me, I do have a chance of killing you back as well.
So 10 attacks.
Yep.
I also have the Paymaster's coin. So
So
any misses to hit,
This is
I get
what
to
he's
re-roll.
this is what he's here for. I am, what's my stat line here for this guy? I am weapon skill 6.
I'm weapon skill 7.
So 3s to hit. You can use the Paymaster's coin here if you want.
Roll.
So this is the one time you use Paymaster's coin, and you got 1 extra attack from that. All right. So what's your strength?
Strength is 7.
2's the wound.
Rerolling 1s. Oh no, because it wasn't a.
It's a magical weapon, so you don't get that.
Yes. So 2, 4, 6.
Any armor bane on that weapon?
AP of 2, no armor bane.
Okay. So he does have a 2-up armor save because he has the Mastering of Gromroll or something like that. So that goes to a 4-up save on 6. And then he also has 2 runes of shielding, which will give him a 5-up ward save as well. Okay, so 4 ups. Saved all but 1. 5 up. No, so I take a wound. He's got 2 left. Now I will get to swing back. I believe it's 3 attacks on him. Yes, 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Look at that. I whiffed with everything. Oh, don't forget your pig.
Pig gets to attack.
Hits. Does not wound. Okay, so you did 2 wounds total. 1 the challenge, 1 guy here. I did 2 wounds. I have a closed order.
As do I.
You
2,
Oh,
4,
because he's technically in there.
6.
Yep, you have a closed order.
Banner.
Banner, but you know what gets you?
Musician.
Because the musician died. So I beat you by 1, and I am how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not double outnumber you though, so this is just a normal test. A 9, thank goodness. So you do fall back in good order.
Yes.
So we're gonna put this guy back here. And you are going to fall back in good order. It is your turn next, correct?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna follow up, I guess.
I will swift stride.
Okay, so
To get some distance.
do the 2 high. Take the 3 plus 8 inches. I'm gonna go have to roll at least a 9 here to catch you. We roll 6, and then I'm just gonna be 3 inches away from you because I rolled 6. Nope, I rolled 1 less because I do -1 because I'm resolute. Yep. And that's going to be the end. Oh, do they have to take a panic test because they broke from combat within 6 inches?
Yes.
They are going to fall back in good order. 6 inches, and you're going to be going. Okay. And that's going to be the end of Dwarf turn 3. On to turn 4 for the Orcs and Goblins. into the Orc and Goblin command phase. Gavin, what are we thinking right now?
It's not looking good.
You had a couple big armor saves on my end here, some whiffs all around. I mean, you've hurt everything. Everything is hurt.
The foot was doing good.
The foot was, I think that was your moneymaker this round here. Okay, so we're in the command phase. Do you have anything to use command abilities or hexes and enchantments to cast first?
How far are you out?
I'm still probably pretty far.
15. Yeah, I can hit you. We'll hit you nuisance them.
Okay.
It goes off.
Go ahead. You can, or do you figure roll a tape on there for me? Am I within 18? I sure am. I'm going to try and dispel this.
And I'm going to D3 with Staff of Badoom.
Okay.
So 12. You need to roll 12.
You got it. I only rolled a 7 plus the 2 is not. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I lied. Sorry. I'm going to spell break this. I always forget to spell break. It is broken.
All right.
Yes.
And we are going to...
So he has 1 spell break left.
Bad Moon them as well. Badoom.
Do you have any other spells to cast?
Foot.
But I'm gonna spell break this one too.
Okay. And now we're going to try Rally. We need double ones for the
Black
Black
on here,
Orcs.
yes. Rally. They keep running. They go 8 inches. The Ironbreakers held firm. Okay, is that it for your command phase?
Yes.
On to charges in the movement phase. I'm assuming we all know what's happening here.
Charge.
Don't even need to roll. We'll just move them in.
They're in. And we're going
This is a new combat for me, so I will get hatred from this.
Fair enough. We will now do our Fanatics.
All right, which one are we doing first? This one first? Yes. Compulsory move. Try rolling as close as you can over here. 3 inches going straight up. So he's going to be like right there. Okay, so far, we're okay. This one. Oh, he's going in. He's going right in. Oh, no.
For 9. Puts him to here.
Yep. There he goes. Now this one. Stays right where he is. All right, so I do take D6, Strength 5, -3 EP attacks. We're looking at 4. Wounding on 3s. So it's going to be 3 wounds at -3. So we're looking at 6 up, 6 up. 6 up armor save. 6 up ward save. We take 3. That's going to be a panicking.
And I hope that they panic through the one behind them.
We're Gucci. Man, those Fanatics, the feet, all the randomness in this army is what's killing me.
We're now going to do our movement.
Sure. That's the only thing that's going to be moving here, so that we're just going to keep it on camera. And then we're going to go right into the shooting phase, which I think the foot is going to make its appearance again with a 9. So you rolled a 9 plus
4, so 13.
13. Okay, so I'm going to try and fade this because all I have because my caster is now in combat, or my Rune Lord's in combat. Double 6. No, it goes off. Yep. I figured. That big, ugly, smelly green foot.
All right.
Is that all we have to do?
That's all we have to do. Now we go into combat. Challenge again. Might as well go down in a blaze of glory.
He accepts again. The Rune Lord. He had a taste. He's hungry. All right. Do your normal guys first.
Normal guys. So they do get Furious Charge.
They sure do.
3, 4, 5 attacks.
Okay. Hitting on 4s, so 3 hits. Wounding on, oh my lord.
Rerolling 1s because they did charge.
Yep. So 1 you converted with. So -1 AP?
Yes. Oh,
-2 for Biggins? I'll roll, see what happens. It doesn't matter. 1 dice. I'm not sure if Biggins gives another -1 or not. Anyways, on to the challenge. Oh, your piggies. Do your pigs. No hits there.
Now we go 5 attacks going into the Rune Lord.
He does not get his reroll, so that's going to be 3 hits. He doesn't get his extra rolls because he rolled a 6 in the last combat. And that's going to be 3 wounds?
Yes, at -2.
Okay, so we have a 4 up armor save. Save 2 out of the 3, and then a 5 up ward save. So he takes 1 more wound. He is down to 1. All right, now I'm going to attack back. Let's see what happens. 3 attacks. I'm going to do the challenge first, and then I'll do my guys afterwards.
Sure.
Sorry, your boar.
Oh, yes.
See if the boar can take him out. No, the boar does not do anything. Force. Rerolling because new round of combat. 2 hits. Strength is 6.
Toughness 5.
3s. 1 wound at -2. That's a save.
Saved.
Okay. Now we're going to go into the combat over here. So I do have... You killed...
1.
1 guy, that's right. So I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks because the champ. Rerolling on these because of hatred. So hitting on 3s. Thank goodness for the reroll. Thank goodness for the reroll. That all hits. These are great weapons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at -2 AP. Can we destroy the unit? The unit is down. So they're gone. And that's the end of combat. So we each did 2 wounds to each other. 1 in the challenge to me, and then you did 1 there. I killed 2 of those guys. I have a banner. I have a closed order. I win by 2. You are also double outnumbered. So this is a break test. 7 minus 2, 9. You stay. You just give ground.
Yes.
I'm going to test to restrain. I do. And then you just go back 2 inches. So you go there. Okay. That is going to be the end of Orc and Goblin turn 4. On to my turn. So Dwarf turn 4 command phase. The first thing we have to do is move the foot. Foot.
Stays
right where it is. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to charge. I'm a little bit too worried about sending this guy back into there. So we're going to try some things here. No charges, so we're going to go right on to compulsory. So we're going to move these. So which one you want to do first?
We're going to do this fanatic first.
Let's do it. It's going to go right back through again.
5 inches.
So it's going to go like that.
Yep.
All right, do this one. That one's going 5 that way. And this
Last
one.
but not least.
He's going 4. Sorry.
3
4
that way. Oh, 4 that way.
Yeah. All right, D6 strength 5. 3. So I'm going to do 1 into my king, 2 into the unit. So, oh, no, stop.
Oh.
We got to reroll that.
Yep. 1 into the...
1 into the king. Does no wound. Into the unit. 2 wounds.
At -3.
Yep. So we're going to go to 6 up save. 6 up, 6 up. Save 1. No, so 1 dice. Okay. Now that's done, I'm going to go into the Rain Moose phase. I'll show you where everything ends up. So I've done my movement. So this is where everything ends up. I forgot this guy's not in combat, so he can actually try and dispel the foot. So let's see. The foot remains. I cannot dispel anything. Okay, so I ended up moving back here. I just want to give a little more room because I don't feel like this orc deserves the honor of dying in combat. We're not going to give him that honor. We're just going to shoot him and see if the cannon and the orc gun, they're both in range, can pop him. These warriors, after seeing a fanatic come whirling towards them, they're kind of just staying there. They don't want any of that. Tried to march these guys up, trying to get away from a fanatic. They may be doomed. We'll see. And then just move these guys forward. They won't be able to shoot because he's behind the forest. So that's going to be it. We're going to go right to shooting. So let's launch a cannonball. The closest I can get is 6 from the back. So I'm going to target here because I can't target what I could possibly hit my troops. So we're going 6 from the back. So 2. So that's going to land right on top of him then because it's a 2-inch base. So it hits him. That's a wound with a bunch of armor bane. So what's his armor save?
He has full plate, shield.
So it's going to be a 3
Yeah.
plus, and then on the boar?
+1 for the armored hide. So
Right.
2 plus.
2 plus. So give me a roll. I'm just looking up the AP here. Let's see what it's going to be. It doesn't matter. You rolled a 1. So this will do D3 wounds. I'm assuming he only has 3 wounds?
He has, yes, 3 wounds.
All right, a 5 or 6 is a dead general. No, only 1 wound to him. He has 2 left. I got to die here for you. All right, let's see if we can scatter shot him now. 6 shots. 6 shots. 12 shots total. It's just going to be a -1 for long range. Rerolling 1s because my engineer is right next to it. So 5s. Rerolling 1s. Reroll 1/1. Converts. Lovely. Thank you, engineer. So we do have 6 hits. It's actually not bad for a 5 up. Strength 5, toughness 5. 4 plus to wound. So that is 4 wounds. 2 at -1, and then 2 at -3. So
2 at -1.
Okay, so 3 pluses here. Takes a wound from there.
And then 2 at -3.
And he is organ gun down. Boom. Well, Gavin.
With that, I think we call it...
I don't think, like...
There's no way for a draw. A draw, right?
This is... I don't think this is going to be a draw.
No.
No, but that was a great game. Your random attack stuff did extremely well.
Yes.
Your foot did really well. You rolled really well in your fanatics. I think this is honestly the best I've seen you roll in your fanatics, like bouncing back and forth and not killing themselves. Yeah, no, that was a great game. Gavin, thank you so much for coming.
For having me.
I hope we see you again in the future on another stream.
Yes.
Again, this one goes to the dwarves. They were able to repel the attack and get them out of their lands. See you next time. Again, like, subscribe, comment, please. See you next time, guys. Happy wargaming.
See you next time.